have any of you ever heard the term son husband?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
No.
No, not
That's
me.
a
Tell me.
possessive
Like
spirit.
the man of the house.
That is when a woman, a single mother, becomes possessive over her son because her son had to be the man of the house. The image of him changed. I see it a lot in more poverty areas. Um, I, Speaking of more Oak Cliff, I have 13 and 14-year-olds. They will sit there and tell me like when they leave, they don't have time for football practice. They gotta go make some shake for the family. My mama lights finna get turned off. Like they can't be kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they at war with each other outside. And they got 8 hours of school time where they're somewhat at peace, but they're thinking about I gotta come up with some money. And so now they're just doing these things behind that. But I definitely feel that a woman becomes possessive and a son takes on that responsibility. And it's a mutual. It's not just a woman. What I'm sorry, what phrase did you use?
A son husband.
Son
A
husband.
son husband. It's such thing as a son mom wife or whatever because he's possessive of her. He's you get what I'm saying?
He treats his mom like a
He
wife.
treat like his mom becomes before his wife, and he can't even differentiate it.
Yeah, and that's something that does happen a lot. There's a lot of there's a lot of guys that take their mom more serious than their girlfriend.
Well,
what do you think about that, bro?
So that's part of it, but son husband is basically a woman gets with a man. The man's maybe a rough around the edges. He's kind of like hyper alpha. Maybe he hits her, abuses her, or he's just a guy that's hard to control, cheats on her, whatever, right? So the boy is born, and the mom looks at the boy as a reincarnation of her husband, baby daddy, whatever.
The father, yeah.
So she does everything as throughout the boy's childhood and growing up to turn that boy into a good little boy that always listens and always says yes, mommy, and
nothing like the father.
Exactly, nothing like the father. And this is something psychological that women do, and even married women, because the father may be like not not a very sweet and caring man. He may be just like whatever. So what happens is that boy grows up and he's like this nice submissive little boy, and then he meets women. He grows up, he meets women, and then the women are gonna treat him. You're gonna run over him because his mom taught him,
like
and that's why we're here talking about dating, because that is one of the biggest issues in dating on the man side, is because a lot of our mothers dated, or a lot of our fathers were a little more overbearing, old school. Especially like I have a Latino father. I love him, but he was rough around the edges. He was 20 years in the military. He grew up in poverty, so my mom did not want me to be like him. So she kind of taught me to be more nice, submissive, religious. But I had to make my own way and learn, because that's the affliction. A lot of men, when you guys deal with men, a lot of them are like soft, submissive, defer to you. It's because their mother taught them to be like that, because their mother was like, he's not gonna be like his father. I do not want him to be like his father.
And